And we're looking at your tarot reading here for October 23rd through the 29th. And listen, guys, there's good things showing up for you, but there's also a couple of challenges. And we'll work through that too for the upcoming week and what you can expect from it. Right now, it looks like that quite a few of you are really looking at some change financially. So perhaps whether that is expecting some additional money, not just your paycheck, but some additional money, maybe a bonus or a raise, but it's more like now what, right? Focusing on your money and how that can work for you, not just perhaps now for the week, but I see you looking a little bit ahead and how you can start strategizing how your income's going to look. There is perhaps a few extra expenses this month. I see it going towards the home. So whether this could be something needing to be updated or it could be any other expense. We're not talking your daily month-to-month expenses, but it's additional to it. Looks like, though, if you ask me, that it might be something you've been contemplating for a while over these last 2 to 3 months, been putting aside, procrastinating it. So this would be the month that this is going to surface for you. And then you're just going to have to deal with this situation. So at least it looks like you've been feeling or seeing it coming and hoping that it could just linger a little bit longer. But like I said, action being taken. And so also, right now, you are focusing on travel, making travel plans, maybe for next month here for November, or it could also be for December travel, but looking into tickets, looking into your schedules and so forth, doing your research is showing up here pretty strong. And of course, we are heading into those holiday seasons here for all of us. But yeah, I do see if you start now early here this week, you might just find a better deal than if you wait to next month to get this going. So, get on with it and just see how that works out for you. There's a gentleman here, family member or somebody that you could look at as a family member. It's a male. He's coming in with good news here, something he's been working for, indicating pretty much a new start. I can see how he is very excited when he shares with you. And so for you, it's all ears, listening, taking it in, giving him kudos and a good pat on the back for a job, not just well done, but wishing him well in this new beginning, because he's just starting now to scrape the surface of it. I can see how you might be reaching consciously for some spiritual growth here. That's always a good thing. We never want to become too busy that we're not feeding our spirits to, right? So try to set some time off, even if it's just a few moments every day. But that is what is going to recenter you and realign you spiritually, mentally, physically, right? Now, a situation is coming up. You're going to have to make some choices on this. Again, family here, a situation or an issue coming up. And I see that you would like to not get into anything, especially if it is an issue. And for some of you, let me tell you, it does look like there is an issue. And that's one of the challenges that I was picking up here for this month. But I'm seeing that you're trying to become very neutral so that you don't get stuck in a particular situation. But yes, that has to do with family. And it's all about getting on the same page, finding that midpoint and balancing it into harmony. Do the best job you can do on that matter. Also, there's a female. You apparently haven't seen her for a while because she shows up here with the past and with a conflict. Here's another situation that you'll be heading into this week. And so whether the conflict is between the two of you, which could be, or for others of you, of course, this is a very general reading. Could be that she's been working on some conflicts and whatnot and wants to run it by you. Regardless, though, you'll be hearing from her, working through whatever this issue is. And it's all about looking at it through observational eyes. Try to get it from a very high perspective. And so it doesn't really boil down to that nitty-gritty emotional stirring of the pot, if you wish. And then I think you will absolutely be able to get things now surfacing and coming to the forefront. Now, all this said and done, you got issues at home, there's family issues, there's a practical thing where money's going to go out. So we could see how this week is going to be a little of this, little of that, right? But when it comes to your relationships, for those of you who are in a relationship, here too, there is a situation. I feel it's something that's been laying there for a while, so it's not a new situation. But it's been laying there for a while, and suddenly that's going to be revealed and shooting up to the forefront, and now there's no escape. It's really looking at it, taking that challenge head on, and I think that is the best way to deal with it. You know, brushing it back under that carpet won't help because it will rear its head down the road, all in due time. But I'm feeling as you do, though, have courage and speak your highest truth. That will bring you through it, and it will solve not only the issue at hand, but it's really going to open up new doors where you can get on with things and put this behind you. So I'm thinking it's something that's going to behoove both you and whoever it is involved. Now, this doesn't have to be necessarily in a relationship, a romantic relationship. It could be a partnership. It could be between two friends, you and somebody close. It could be you, anybody that you work with closely one-on-one. That is the type of relationship I'm talking about here. And it's time. It's time for it to be met, dealt with, healed, and then let go of. Now, once you have this behind you, then I'm feeling that things are starting to lift and rise, and the week can still shape up. Somehow, somewhere, there is a man with influence, whether this is a family figure, but it could also be a work-related figure. There's a lot of security around him. There's a lot of wisdom around him. So if you're needing any insight, support, guidance, this would be the man to turn to this week. He might be reaching out to you with something. But again, I'm seeing here there's inspiration, there's security that can come to behoove you in interaction with him. Then I see you eradicating something that you've been working on for a while. I feel it's behooved you for a long time, where you've had a lot of joy with this, or that. But now, as you're looking at it, and I think it's important that we clear out that mental space, every once in a while. Not just our physical space, but we got to be good about doing that with our mental space too. So it's more like you're looking at it and going, yeah, I don't really need this no more, or I've grown beyond it. And think about life. Our spirituality is like holding a big bouquet of flowers. Sometimes this is the color coordinates that we want. At other times, we change out the flowers. We change out the colors of them. And so it is here with our spirituality. We add to and we subtract as we grow consciously. That's what I'm feeling here this week. On the spiritual level, it may be giving to you. And then it's all good. What it does, it releases a whole lot new space for you to really start diving into that growth area. Work and career-wise, just the only thing I want to say about this week, don't spread yourself too thin. All right, I see a lot of strength. I see a lot of oomph going in to your career, to the point where know when to say no or when to draw a line. Because here, I could see that if you don't care about this right now, you might be heading towards burnout, all right? You don't want to go there because it takes a lot of time to bring that energy back up, right? So, and then here in the area where not just hopes and dreams, but it's also the area of social interaction, activity, and so forth. Here is a male. Listen to what he's saying. I mean, he's a very good communicator. He's got some great ideas. I'm feeling that for some, it could be a direct interaction with work that you can come to do together, but it could also, in passing, be something that this person is saying, which is going to trigger an idea here from you that you can take and run with. Make it your own. So in that there's a shift, and that is what most of you are going to be getting out of it anyway, is the shift of an expansion due to some creative aspect. So that looks like it has a lot of exciting potential. Coming up to the close of the week, well, I do see that you've worked through those challenges that were at hand and also been able now to harvest the good from this week. And this week does have a lot of good situations that I feel that's coming to the surface. And even those things that you now can eradicate, that's also good because it's leaving you feeling more liberated, more whole, and happy as a conclusion. So listen, guys, this is what I have for you this week in your tarot reading. I will see you next week.